6 months has arrived. A lot of changes have occurred with equipment, lighting, rocks, coral, fish, everything. So here is the official 6-month 75-gallon reef tank update. So I'll get into it real quick so that it is not a long video on what I've done over the past 6 months. You could see that the tank has changed quite a bit from my earlier videos. So first off, we'll go right to the sump. So not much has changed with the sump, except for I did take some more rocks out from the refugium section, which I'm going to be putting back in. But skimmer's still the same, still working great. The reactor since the beginning is now over here. I've changed up my media a little bit on what I'm using, so now I actually only need one chamber instead of the dual reactor. Pump and everything is still the same. I still have the same Chem matrix in there that once in a while I just stir up. I recently just repiped my return line. Originally when I designed it, the check valve and the ball valve were on the back side of the tank on the far right, which I could get to easy, but it was a real pain to clean, so I figured, you know what, repipe it real quick, and then when I took everything apart, just set it back. It literally took me 20 minutes to put everything back together because I had everything pre-glued. So there's the sump after 6 months. A couple spots on the glass there because the other day I was moving rock around and everything, but so there's that. Now here obviously is the canopy design and the new lighting. Right now I'm actually running 3 bulbs. I'm trying something new that I'm going to let go for a month and see what happens with the coral. I want to see if they change colors. So right now I have 2 ATI Blue Plus and 1 ATI Coral Plus running the tank. Now let me slide on my filter so that's not so blue for you guys. There we go. How's that look? A little different? So let's get into it. So the Acan Alley, they have grown very well. Very, very well. I love feeding these guys. I feed them twice a week. Once I'll feed them brine shrimp, then the next I'll feed them mysis. I feed each head individually, and they just respond to it. They just grow. I mean, look at these things. If you look at my video, like this one right here, I got in October. It only had 6 heads. 6 heads in October. Now we're February, and that's on a 2 3/8 inch disc. So love the Acans. Still going to be going Euphyllia only in this tank, but these got to be sold first. So we'll start from the left side. I still have my peach frog spawn, which has actually gained 1 head. This piece here, which is the purple blue tip that I got in Edison. I love it. It's still one of my favorites. Just got this a week ago from a shipment that we got in from Coral Lust. This is a big, huge frog spawn, green purple tip. This is 3 different branches that I just have tightly knitted to each other. They're going to be growing good. This guy might be getting moved back over to the torch forest. This piece right here, that is a 5-headed hammer. That's just sitting on a disc. That's going to be going over to Coral Lust for Danny. This is that big, huge 24 head. It's the same thing that I cut off of it, and actually this one right here I cut off it as well. But the Octo is still doing good. My Ultra Pink is doing good. This is another one. If you guys go to Coral Lust's website, this is that purple orange hammer, and I've never seen an orange like this before. It's really nice. You can see back there in the back, that's where I decided to throw the single-headed, that's that ultra yellow, purple and yellow hammer. I was like, you know what, let me throw that in the back corner, give him his own little spot to grow. Here's the frog spawn from Scott from Roscoe's Reef. My splatter hammer. This is that big, I actually split this into two now. It's two individual stalks. The one on the left side has 3 heads. The one on the right side has 4. So we got 7 heads right there. This is that nice ultra yellow, purplish, bluish looking. You can see the difference. The one on the right is definitely more yellow. Let me see if I slide this off, if you can see a huge difference. Nah, it kind of looks similar on the camera here, but definitely a big difference in person. The torches still love their spots. I don't have them, you know, my tank is low flow, so they're not really kicking up crazy. They like it. I actually feed them. These 3 right here will eat mysis shrimp once a week. Here's the big monster Duncans. These are for sale as well. This one on the left here's got about, I think it was 11 to 13 heads. This one here on the right's got like 8, and I just noticed, you can see that new little baby popping out right there. So here's a new one. This is that like purplish gold green torch. It doesn't look it on camera, but let's see if I can show it from the bottom. No, I can't really show it from the bottom either. This one's got 3 main heads on it, but all 3 are starting to split. Like you can see an indent in between all of them. So then the fish update. Let me see here, is there focus? There we go. There's my favorite guy right there. That's that flame hawkfish, man. He is just awesome. You guys want a personality in a fish? He's the guy to get. Look at him. He's just always checking stuff out. Still got my Nasarius snails, which are always all over the place. Most of the time just come out when I feed. Oh yeah, here's some more acans. This is that like super yellowish, pinky orange thing there. Got my one single clown. My one got sick and didn't make it recently. He was the first clown I ever got, but this is his partner, or her partner. He's just chilling. So this trio I just got the other day. These are those blue-eyed cardinals that I love. They're super peaceful. You can see the colors of them, and then, you know, as they become happier, you can see the colors become, you know, more vibrant with those orange lines and that bright blue eyeball. I don't know where the other one is. He's hiding. But I have 5 of those now, and they're always hanging out to eat with each other. Where is that other guy? I don't know where the other one is. He's shy, I guess. But anyway, still got the sand sifting star, and that's pretty much it. That is the 6-month update. So I love the hobby. Oh yeah, I forgot I do have a coral back in here too. This one here's like a really light green, really light purple that I got from Reef by. It wasn't too happy for a while, and then I just put it back here, and I'm going to take it off the disc, and that's where it's going to stay, because it's fully extended. So the only thing I feed this tank is Seachem. I use Seachem zooplankton from the bottles. These are all bottles. I use the Seachem zooplankton, Seachem phytoplankton, and the Aqua Vitro fuel. I switch every other day. I usually do like a phytoplankton one day, and then a zoo the next, and then fuel the next. Then I give a day break, and then, you know, that's how I feed these guys. I just added the zooplankton about an hour ago, and as you can see, everything is super puffy. Oh, and the only update too now is I'm not using reef crystals anymore. I am using Red Sea Coral Pro. So my water change schedule at this point, I do 20 gallons every 2 weeks, and I'm thinking about doing 10 gallons a week instead. Let me know what you guys think about that. I'd love to know how your schedule is with, like, say, a 75 or whatever, you know, whatever percentage it is. If you found it to be better, you know, say 10 gallons per week, instead of 20 gallons every 2 weeks, or 25 gallons a week instead of 50 gallons every 2 weeks. So let me know. Oh, there's the other guy. So there's all 5 of them. So they just got done eating, and whenever they get done eating, they all just kick back. They don't really swim around. About another 40 minutes, they'll be all over the road checking stuff out. Oh, there he is, man. Love that guy. Super red. He loves the tank. I was actually thinking about getting another one. It's called an arc-eye angel. Or, I'm sorry, an arc-eye hawkfish. Look up arc-eye hawkfish. It's A-R-C and then, you know, E-Y-E and then hawkfish. Those things are awesome looking. So if anybody has 2 hawkfishes in their tank too, let me know how that works out. If it did work out or if it didn't, because I really want to get another one of these. He's awesome. He just constantly goes, hangs out, looks at me with his big bulging eyeballs, and then he goes to the next spot. So, thanks for watching, everybody. The next video is you're going to see some coral, not here, some more coral in here, and this big rock right here that the Duncans are on. I'm probably going to be removing that one, putting the one that was down in the sump. Let's get a side shot of how everything's looking. There it is from the side. There it is from the back. Don't mind the back wall. It's been about a month and a half since I cleaned it, so. But yep, everything's happy. There he is again. See? Look at this guy. What's up, dude? How you been? This big monster's constantly knocking stuff over that I haven't glued down yet, but look at the colors on that. Look at them. Awesome. This one has so much blue and purple in it. This one's like all yellow on the inside with blue, white, and red. It's awesome. So, there it is. There's the tank. And let's call it a day. See ya.